There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never before we...
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for Brooklyn, they've got Joe Harris. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Johnson in at the 2 guard. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Clock at 4. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Durant for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. Back to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Harden outside. Pass to KD. Back to Harden. Harris kicks to Harden. To the inside. Here's Jordan. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Off target with the open look.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Back to Lopez. Over Jordan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Kicks it out to Johnson. The Nets working the ball around now. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Giannis with it. Holiday finds DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it down to Middleton. Takes a 3. Jordan with the rebound. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Durant for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And a miss there on the triple. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. DiVincenzo with it, picked up by Harris. Harris against DiVincenzo. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
The tray. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing he can find his teammates too.
Here's Harden. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Holiday.
Yeah, nice strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Johnson. Back to Holiday. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Brooklyn trailing. Pass to Llewellyn. Harden scanning the floor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Tucker, the pass to Connaughton, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Passes it to Llewellyn. Dishes it to Griffin.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. 1 second left. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Bucks on top. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an NBA team.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bucks.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at point guard. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. To the middle, stripped away. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Irving, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Irving's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Irving. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons now of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in.
Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well. Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Middleton can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 4. Durant down low. Antetokounmpo's there.
Boy, that in-between game of Durant's is deadly. Give him this shot, and you'll regret it.
Lopez finds DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he banks in the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The pass to Durant. Stolen by Middleton. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Back to DiVincenzo. Feeds it to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
The big fella with the big finish. Lopez rocking that rim.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's Durant on the wing. Doesn't go for him. And Milwaukee the other way now. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Well, let's see how they play the clock.
Stolen by Middleton. Now here's Lopez. It's tipped. Tries to keep it alive. And so Milwaukee again turning it over.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands too.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Green's checked in. Harden the pass to Green. Inside. Harden against Holiday. Over in the corner, Green. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Holiday surveying the floor. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Giannis.
Jordan is such a defensive presence. Really key that he stays engaged at that end.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets lead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period. And that's...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Johnson in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Nets with the lead. Bobbed up there for Durant. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
Giannis dishes to Lopez. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Wasted no time on that one. Harden's got 9 points.
And this is why you got to be in Harden's jersey. I mean, if you lay off of him for a second, he burns you with that quick shot.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Outside Holiday. Lays it up off the glass. Holiday's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Harden gets the bucket.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Bucks trail by 5.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
And taken away by Johnson. Here's Harden on the wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Holiday.
And it is absolutely remarkable watching Harden draw contact. So effortless, so crafty, and so consistent in putting the defense in a bind.
Brooklyn making some changes. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Harris. And it's Brown in for Johnson. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. In watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim, can GA take your breath away?
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
And here's Harden for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Fast break, Milwaukee. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Luwawu is checked in for Durant, and Irving subbed in for James Harden. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Connaughton passes to Portis. Clock at 6. And again, the Bucks miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And here they come. Jumps up. And Portis throws it down.
Love the aggression from Teague there to disrupt the passing lanes, leading to a basket in transition. Great play.
Pass to Griffin. Here's Claxton, defended by Portis. Irving for 3. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Bucks trail by 4. Portis finds Tucker. Here is Forbes. Back to Tucker. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Connaughton. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brooklyn making some changes. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's James Harden in for Irving. And the jam by Harden.
I've got a word for Harden. It's indefatigable. Say that real fast, which basically means he's tireless, even when he's carrying the whole offense. He's got great energy and stamina.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. It's hauled in by Claxton. Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Bounce pass Antetokounmpo. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Griffin with the ball. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. He finishes with 9. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Portis. Teague out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Bobbed up there for Green. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Yeah, you know, not every point guard would be able to find an open man right there, but T is always looking for the right play.
Passes to Johnson. Here's Jordan, shoots over Portis, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First one falls for him.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Joe Harris comes in for Green, and Irving subbed in for Johnson. Giannis dishes to Lopez. Here's Giannis. And it's blocked by Jordan.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Harden. What a jam!
Are you kidding me? And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The pass to Antetokounmpo. And there's the feed to Lopez. The dunk and the foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Antetokounmpo.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Pass to KD. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Shoots the three. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Nobody near Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And the Nets lead by 15.
Tell you what, this is what Irving can do now. He'll leak out and then make the right read in transition.
Giannis inside. KD's on him. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Middleton finds Holiday. Giannis with it. Guarded by KD. Durant against Giannis. There's the dish to Lopez. Back to Giannis. Durant with the steal.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Nets.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Giannis kicks to Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here is KD. From deep three-point range, off on that one. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. The activity in front of the Brooklyn. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Bogdanovich is out there with Young. Then it's Collins. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Brooklyn, we've got Johnson. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden in at the one. Stolen by Harden. Johnson goes in. Jordan up top. Kicks to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. Pass to KD. From deep, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here is Harden following the basket by Trae Young. On the wing, Johnson, defended by Young. Johnson against Young, makes it off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here is Young, and there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And it's Young, that time on the assist by Collins. Young's got his second bucket.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor. Staying aggressive, stay on the attack. That's how Bogdanovich is going to earn these whistles.
Brown, he's checked in for the Nets.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Now here's Durant. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Johnson. Harris outside. It's Durant on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Can they get it? And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Oh, great ball movement there. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Collins against KD.
Well, Kevin Durant over the past couple seasons has been in the top 5 as the best mid-range shooters in the league.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for Johnson.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Griffin passes to Irving. Brown with the bounce pass. Pass to Luwawu. Right side Irving. And too long on the shot.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Six in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the sixth men of the year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
And what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
And the Nets miss again.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
The shot's good from Irving.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
Williams against Irving. And Williams, here we go. The shot that time, not on target. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's Griffin. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Griffin good at timing when it is that he leaks out a huge target on the fast break.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They're leading by 8. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Okongwu. A beautiful reverse layup. Okongwu's now got his second bucket of the game to go.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Herter. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Atlanta with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been active. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
On the attack, right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu, and it's done in at the point. Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Here's Harden. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Harden against Dunn. Now, here's Hunter. Defense is right there. Okongwu's shot is good.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Here's Harden, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Green, and it's Johnson in for Brown. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Trae Young showing off his finishing ability on the inside.
And you just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And he drops it in from the low post. Young's got 9.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
It's Harden with the drive.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Young outside. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Trae Young not backing down from the physical defense on that play.
Harden scanning the floor. And the jam by Harden. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
Well, that break started by Jordan Steele. Long arms helping to get into the passing lane.
Young looking it over. And Durant sends it back. Jordan with it and guarded by Capella. A 15-footer. Durant, no good. The Hawks leading by 9. Young drives in, and it's sent back by Irving. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Atlanta now. Bogdanovich dishes to Capella. Looking for Bogdanovich. Oh!
Way. Serbian shooting guard showing that he has the ability to get up.
Irving for 3. Offensive rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Young against Irving. Young passes to Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Capella's got his first points of the game.
So unselfish there. Young doing a good job of finding the open man.
And Durant launches from deep. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Young passes to Williams. On the 3 off target. Nets trail by 9. A floater. And KD finishes inside. KD's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Young with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Here's Williams. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. No good from Durant. Here's Williams. Off target at the rim. And so it's Atlanta heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Atlanta came ready to play. They led by as many as 12 points, fueled by tough defense. And that'll...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
We've got Durant down out there with Harden. And there's Green. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
The mentality of Trae Young: shoot first, shoot often, keeps defenders very active. In this case, too active.
Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Young. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Beyond the arc. Atlanta gets it back in a new 14. Snell, no good.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Good on the shot. KD's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, it's been years and years of coaches trying to figure out how you stop Kevin Durant for so long, so agile, and too good.
A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Harden gets the bucket.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Dunn left side. Gallinari outside. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. Good on the short little jump shot. He's got 8.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Green with the ball. Okongwu covering. Claxton with the bucket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Harden against Dunn. Good D by Harden.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Claxton, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Here's Gallinari. The putback. And another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Well, hustle from Gallo there. Remember, at 6'10", he can do that. Makes the right call by going back in and finding possession there.
Back to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Durant. Misses off the right iron.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
To the right side. Here's Dunn. Here's Okongwu. Here's Herter. The rebound by the Nets. 1:44 left to play in the third. Gallinari with the rebound.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Green. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Kevin Durant. Johnson, he's checked in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Kyrie, such a blur in the open court, leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
Down against Irving. Here's Hunter. They grab their own miss. And he gets it to go. Capella's got his second basket of the game.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Down against Irving. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
In the mid-range, Rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Feeds it to Capella. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Gallinari. Tony Snell comes in for Hunter. Williams, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Young is subbed in for Chris Dunn.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. On the wing, Johnson, defended by Young. Johnson down low, misses the layup. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. It's Atlanta leading by. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Clint Capella is out there with Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Williams. And it's Snell in at the 3 spot. Here's Harden, and Capella sends it back. Down low. Williams dishes to Snell. Hangs. He takes it up and lays it in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Left side, Griffin. On the wing, Harris. Griffin kicks to Johnson. From 7. That one drops for him.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Johnson's got the ball. No good on that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. And it's Capella missing. Nets trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the shot goes in.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Williams against Johnson. Lob pass to Capella. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. It's Harden with the drive. Collins with some nice D. The Hawks leading by 4. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Trae Young comes in for Williams.
Known for being a scorer, Huerter is good at staying active and then looking to capitalize inside.
Here's Irving. This one for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's James Harden in for Brown. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Hawks passing it around.
Well, keeping with the attention to detail right there, DeAndre Jordan making it difficult for the offense.
Young passes to Collins. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. KD drives in. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's good on the way-in.
And he sort of had that look in his eyes. Durant staying cool in the clutch moment.
Now, here is Young. 1:49 left here in the fourth quarter. It's tipped. Capella finds Collins. Young in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Bogdanovich, who's checked in for Kevin Huerter. 1:32 left to play in the final quarter. Here's KD, and then Durant with the jam.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite-level passer.
Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. No good from Irving.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
And a foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game for the Hawks. Molinari comes in for Collins, and Hunter subbed in for Tony Snell. Bucket is good.
And this young guy relishes the pressure, stepping up there, confident in the clutch.
KD on the wing. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Young. Out to Harris. And now here comes Young leading the break, and Gallinari throws it down.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Johnson, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Harden with it, and guarded by Capella. KD on the wing. Lots of room, and he swishes it right through.
Well, anyone questioning Durant's killer instinct can stop right now. Wow.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Durant for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. And here is Capella. Twelve seconds left in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Lobs it up, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Three from the inbound. Count it.
And how about the poise from Kyrie Irving? These are the moments he lives for.
And But traffic in New York City making its way back in Portland. And with pregame routines,
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3. And looking at the Nets, we've got Durant. Johnson is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Simmons. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add dimensions to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
Man, he's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
Harris's shot is off. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Durant's got his second basket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now here's Simmons. Clock at 6. Jordan with the rebound. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. To the inside, outside for Durant. Over Harris, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Durant's got 6.
The rhythm and the poise that Durant has when getting ready to catch and shoot is second to none in the league.
Simmons passes to Curry. over Johnson. The 76ers with another miss. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. For Brooklyn, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. KD drives in. And then Durant with the dunk.
I'm not sure what you're supposed to do as a defender when Durant drives. I'm just glad I never have to deal with it.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Simmons. Here's Embiid. No good again that time.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Oh, you better know where Embiid is. I mean, when you lose sight of him, he'll kill you on the boards.
Durant feeling it out a bit. They get it back. Jordan kicks it out to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Tries again. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Harris. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. It's checked in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And it's Hill in for Simmons.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more, you're right. And taken away by Brown. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. Got a piece of it, and they get it back. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Some changes for Philadelphia. Mike Scott's checked in for Embiid, and it's Korkmaz in for Matisse Thybulle. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Irving passes to Llewellyn. Back to Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Irving is one of the fastest guys in the game. Sensational at drawing contact on his way to the rack.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Both free throws good for Irving.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Here's Howard. Brooklyn with the rebound.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
It's deflected. Griffin passes to Irving. He gets that one.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Hill inside. He's covered by Irving. Sinks that one from the post.
Just a terrific athlete, George Hill, showing the body control there to go chest to chest and finish.
Now here's Irving. And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense where he makes his living blocking shots.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Korkmaz, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Howard. Then it's Shake Milton, and it's Maxey in at the point guard position. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
I love whenever Griffin finishes with power. I mean, he's showing he's not to be messed with close to the basket.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
Now, here is Irving. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. They get it back. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Irving's pump fake, it is dangerous. You got to stay down on him. When you jump, he goes right into the defender.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Here's Irving after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Irving attacking. And no good that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. KD against Harris. Outside, KD. Here's Jordan, another shot. That one, no good. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 12. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Green. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Oh, an underrated athlete, if you ask me. Green has the leaping ability to do damage inside.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Harris kicks to Johnson. Here's Harden on the wing. No good from Durant. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Ben Simmons.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to KD. Harden kicks to Durant. And KD throws it down.
I mean, stretch arm strong. Durant doesn't even need to jump, it seems, to throw it down. His athleticism, his height, his length is just unreal.
Now here's Simmons. 6 points for him. And Jordan sends it back. Here's Curry with the 3. Fires for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Out to Harris. All alone. Second chance shot. 3-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The 76ers trail by 13. Simmons inside. KD's on him. Simmons inside. Fades and shoots. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's got 8 points.
With the run he's on in the second quarter, I mean, this field goal percentage is tremendous right now.
Simmons against Harden. Harris kicks to Harden. It's Durant on the wing. Jordan inside, guarded by Embiid, and here's Harris from the arc. Tries again. It's hauled in by the 76ers. On its way from Curry for 2, and that would have counted, but his shot. Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Beth. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 10 points and 1 steal. Thanks for joining us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Johnson is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
KD's shot is good.
Oh, man, brushing off the defense with ease. Durant is no stranger to being played with physicality.
Hill against Harden. Hill kicks to Howard. And it's KD with the rebound.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well. I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for Tyler Johnson. Now here's Simmons, banked in off the glass. Simmons got 8 points.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. Averaged over double-digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
And that's an intentional foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Nets leading by 17. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
Here's Simmons. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Here's Irving. Rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make plays.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Harden and Embiid with the steal. Harris with it. He's picked up by KD. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey comes in for Curry. Embiid finds Simmons. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Brooklyn leading by 13. Oh, Griffin in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here we go.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Hill against Irving. Pass to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
He may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Milton with it. Brown on him. Milton's shot is good.
No, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
Irving against Hill. And here's Irving. He has 6. Shot clock at 5. That one falls. Irving's got 8.
One of the best point guards in the league. Getting inside and finishing. Kyrie Irving.
Irving against Hill. And it's in there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Now, here is Irving. 8 points for him. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 10.
I love the aggressive mentality. Irving is terrific at pouncing on any available lane to the basket.
From deep. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. Now here's Johnson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Embiid. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And the shot is good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Nets leading by 11. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. It's Durant on the wing, guarded by Harris. Durant against Harris. Fires from 18, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
It doesn't take a lot of time for Durant to get his shot off. He's so excellent in the mid-range.
Simmons against Durant. Green passes to Embiid. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much confidence.
And there's the call on Curry. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Harden, no good.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Out to Harris. Here's the three. He can't get that one. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Hilton the pass to Hill. Stolen by Harden, and the foul on Mike Scott. That's foul number 2 for him. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The pass to Irving. Jordan, high post. Back to Irving. Rejected by Howard. And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way. Milton with it. He dishes it to Howard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Dwight Howard, not the same 35-minute a game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. He provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. He also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
And the 76ers making a change here. Tobias Harris is checked in for Scott. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Hill. Pocket 2. And the Nets miss again.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And a wide open look for Simmons. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Nets.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for KD.
He had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
Here's Irving following the basket by Dwight Howard. No good from Irving.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And the wide open shot from Green. And he overshot that one, missing. Here is Durant. To end the cold streak, off target. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stick David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a look at our setting tonight. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Jordan. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Johnson, and it's Harden in at the point. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Indoors tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
Now, here is Harden. Stolen by Middleton. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. The feed to Lopez. Stolen by Durant. Here's Harden. And they pick up 2.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. With the shot. Nice move. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Both free throws good from Holiday.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Here's Harden. Plays it up and banks it in.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. To the paint, here's Holiday. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Here's Johnson. And the shot goes down.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The kick out to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws. For Brooklyn, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. On the wing, Harris. Back to Harden. Pass to KD. Johnson kicks to Durant. Jacks up a 3. No good on the shot. And the Bucks with possession. Here's that was a strong dunk.
That is nice. Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? It doesn't go for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Floats it up for Giannis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Jordan. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Jordan's got his second bucket.
Come on now, a little bump is not going to faze Mr. DeAndre Jordan. This guy's led the league in shooting percentage how many times?
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Giannis. Durant kicks to Harris. And Jordan gets it to go.
Wow, Joe Harris continues to improve as a passer. What a look.
Holiday looking for an opening. Giannis outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Middleton. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Durant. And KD throws it down.
Boy, KD just lethal on the drive to the rack, and he gets a head of steam behind him. Forget about it.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Giannis passes to Connaughton. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Brown finds Irving. And the rejection by Giannis. And that one's good, Irving. Milwaukee with the ball. Outside Holiday. And no good on the last second attempt this time. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Brooklyn ahead, up 2. And we'll be back. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Joe Harris. Griffin is out there with Green. Then it's Harden, and it's Brown in at the 2 spot. Shot's good by Middleton. The net shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Irving passes to Brown. Griffin kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. Pass to Claxton. Irving looking for an opening. 5 to shoot. A rebound by the Bucks.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Irving. Griffin on the double team. And Forbes kicks it to Tucker. Here's Connaughton. He's off from 17 feet. Here's Irving. And it goes down 2 points. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Here is Forbes, covered by Irving. Portis, the pass to Forbes. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And it's Connaughton missing. The Nets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And Forbes kicks to Portis. Here is Forbes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. In transition, here come the Nets. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Griffin. Now it's a 4-point Brooklyn lead. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
For 3, Harris. It's rebounded by Portis. The Bucks trail. On the wing, Holiday. 6 points for him. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. And Giannis throws it down.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Johnson, the pass to Harris. Back to Johnson. Got a piece of it. Giannis throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here. Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bucks ahead as they dominate the last. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points. And that.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
What a menace he was on defense through the first two quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. Lopez dishes to Holiday. Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. There's the lob, Antetokounmpo.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Johnson. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach. And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Giannis has got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
For 3, Durant from outside the arc. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
And the Nets miss again.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Holiday finds Middleton. Over Harris, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. There's the pass to KD. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 4th assist in this one.
Boy, what a pretty move, and that's Kevin Durant's forte, right? This guy can find scoring opportunities anywhere.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. The dish to Middleton. Over Harden. That one wide left.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
And the shot goes in. And now just a 2-point Bucks lead.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader, because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Passes it to Forbes. For three. It's hauled in by Harris. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Green. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
Milwaukee has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Teague dishes to Tucker. Back to Teague. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green, and it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Harris. Four. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Claxton. He dishes it to Griffin. And the layup's good off the glass. Griffin's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Here's Forbes. Off target from three-point range. Brown the pass to Claxton. Tie game in Milwaukee. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Three tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Johnson is out there with Harden. Then there's Brown. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot.
And you can put those alley-oop feeds as high as you need to when Griffin's on the receiving end. He'll pick it up off the top of the backboard if he has to.
Middleton for 3. That one, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. And Holiday kicks to Connaughton. Back to Holiday. Middleton against Brown. From 13, Lopez. Tipped back in for 2.
Listen, guys, Brook Lopez has a big body, and if you don't box him out, he's going to get some work done on the glass.
Harden bounce pass. Stolen by Tucker. Here's Connaughton. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Lopez with the steal and taken away by Johnson. Timeout called the Nets.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. The Nets also changing it up. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Bruce Brown. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Harden surveying the D. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. Harden against Holiday. Back to Middleton. To the middle. Here's Lopez. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Well, if you allow Lopez to get that kind of touch, it's really hard to guard the 7-footer without fouling him.
At the line for two.
The first one falls. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Both good from the line that time.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Pass to Durant. On the wing, Irving. On the wing, Irving. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
As soon as Kyrie Irving crosses half court, you have got to guard him, and you've got to be balanced because this guy is an effective, dominant offensive presence.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. And Giannis throws it down.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Irving with a clean look. Misses the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Middleton finds Antetokounmpo. Now here's Lopez. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket.
Doesn't matter what point of the game, stress, pressure, Brook Lopez makes it anyway.
Moving against DiVincenzo. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. And the Nets lead by 1.
Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
Back to Holiday in the corner. Middleton with it. Feeds to Lopez. Rebounded by the Nets. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Irving. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
Giannis inside. KD's on him. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's covered by Irving. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Durant deciding where to go with it. Yes!
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Floats it up for Giannis. Shooting foul as the whistle. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
And here is Irving. Jordan, high post. And And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
What a gorgeous nighttime view from high above the city of Atlanta. Welcome. D.A.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, D.A. Thanks. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
Here we go. And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And for Atlanta, Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Here's Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
Here is Harden. Pass to Johnson. Here's Harris. Stolen away. Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And here's Harden for 3. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You've got to hand it to DeAndre. His relentless approach on the boards, paying dividends.
Young passes to Capella. Back to Young. Count it.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Releases from 15, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
The amazing part about Durant's shot, he has a pretty compact release for a guy with such great length.
Young dishes to Capella, and Jordan sends it back, and he gets it back, and he gets the bucket. Here is Harden. Over Young. Here's Jordan, second shot opportunity, and Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing. Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce. And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power. I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
But they'll get another chance. Outside for Durant. The 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. And the Nets also making a change. Green, he's checked in for Johnson. Now here's Williams. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
The Hawks making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in.
A player like Lou Williams is so valuable. He's an exceptional producer your team can rally around.
And that one's good, Irving.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Now here's Williams. It's good. Williams has got 5.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Nets trail by 9. Here's Herter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Hawks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
It's very interesting. Kevin Herter projects to be a shooter, but he's so inconsistent from the free throw line.
Dunn, he's checked in for Lou Williams. Outside Irving. No good with the triple. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And there's Hunter on the assist from Gallinari.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. Atlanta leading by 13. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Here's Irving. Chris Dunn making his last shot. Shot to stop the run. A nice shot by Irving.
Difficult guarding Kyrie. He's comfortable from any range and willing to take what the defense gives him.
Now done. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Brown. He's out there with Harden. Durant is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Kevin Durant. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Irving against Dunn. Fires the three. Here's Claxton. No good with the layup.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And yes, it's good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Done against Irving. It's not going to go for him. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Picked off in midair. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Claxton, and it's blocked.
All over that shot. Hunter's length and commitment gives him the upside to be a great defender.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. The Hawks leading by 18. Young taking his time here. Inside, Capella. The pass to Snell. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for Irving. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Johnson in for Bruce Brown. And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here's Harden, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
Harden hits them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Atlanta leading by 14. Capella kicks to Young. For the three. They get it back. Poked away. It's stolen by Green. Harden against Young. Yep, that one goes in there.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Young inside, guarded by Harden. The offensive rebound, a second chance effort, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball.
You better get a body on him. When Jordan gets under the rim like that, he'll hurt you and the rim.
Young outside. Pass to Capella, and stolen by Jordan. Capella goes in, and the dunk by Capella.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. Before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Count the basket.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Young with the ball. And it's blocked by Jordan. And throw the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it left. Hunter's checked in for Atlanta. And a change for the Nets. Durant's checked in. Nets on defense. A 12-point game. And he comes up with the deuce.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
Jordan the pass to Harden. Back to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. KD's shot is off. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. And finished off by Collins.
He's a terror on the offensive glass. You don't have to run plays for Collins for him to score.
Here's Harden. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing. And look at the elevation.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Harden against Williams. Here's Capella. And that one drops for him. Capella's got 10 points.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
And thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Atlanta had no problems getting going. They blasted through the opening period like a tornado. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
They've got John Collins. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Snell in at the small forward. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Harris against Bogdanovich. Passes it to Jordan. Outside Irving. Durant for 3. Drills it from outside. Durant's got his second basket of the game.
As we've seen, some guys develop range as the years go on. Not Durant. He shot over 42% from 3 in his second season.
Now the feed to Capella. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Young pass to Herter. Latrey. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Harris inside the line. Rebound by the Hawks. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. He lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Irving with a clean look. Off target with his 3.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And the turnover again by Atlanta.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that could lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Dunn passes to Okongwu. Here's Herter. His 3-pointers off the mark. Nets trail by 11. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. The 3 from KD. Gallinari with the rebound.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
In transition, here come the Nets. Brown's got the ball, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Okongwu slams it in.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
And that one drops.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Done outside. He kicks to Snell. 1:52 left to play in the third. It's stolen by Johnson. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Kicks it out to Johnson. Griffin attacking. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. Lou Williams is subbed in for Kevin Herter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Atlanta making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Here's Irving. And it's blocked. Here's Claxton. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. For Brooklyn, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. No good on the second free throw. It's deflected. The Nets working the ball around now. Irving passes to Griffin. Looking to get it going. Off the left rim and out.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside Irving. Over Williams. Irving can't hit.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. And here's Irving. He has 6. A 3-ball. He can't get it to go. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Hawks on top, up by 16. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. Harden out there with Johnson. Then there's Green. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
Stolen by Harden. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And stolen by Jordan. For the finish. And it's Green missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the turnover again by Atlanta.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks leading by 16. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Kevin Durant's checked in for the Nets.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses, protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
A nice shot by Young.
I mean, he's young, but the game just looks like it's slowed down for Trey. Knows exactly where to get his shots.
Here's KD. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Young with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Count that one. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. They trail by 16. For 3, Durant. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Gallinari on the wing. Lob pass to Capella. Stolen by Durant. Here we go, one-on-one. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Young against Harden. And Young, here we go.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. Jordan takes pride in his defensive capabilities.
And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Young inside. Guarded by Harden. A nice shot by Young.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times. And DeAndre is one of the best in the business in that situation. You let him sneak in behind you, and you're going to pay.
Young against Harden. Young, no good. Durant deciding where to go with it. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Hunter. The 18-footer is right on the mark. And the Hawks lead by 14.
Knows how to create off the dribble. DeAndre Hunter also good at getting to his spots.
And here's Harris from the arc. Bogdanovich grabs the miss for Atlanta. They've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Atlanta.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Clint Capella.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Fires from deep. The shot, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Shot clock at 6. Trains the three-pointer.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Now, here is Young. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Substitution on the
court. And Irving launches it from deep. No good on the 3. And so the Hawks take the win. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on the Nets starting five. We've got Harris, Harden out there with Johnson, and it's Durant, and it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. Now here's Embiid. Outside, Simmons. Good, and Harris gets the assist. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game. Well, I love watching Simmons run the floor, so effortless and efficient in his movement.
Harden the pass to Jordan. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. The feed to Curry. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch. Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Simmons. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
With Simmons, the closer, the better. I mean, he's confident from this area of the floor.
Harden outside. And the rejection by Embiid. Harden has a wide open look. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Simmons looking it over. Here's Curry with the 3. No good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Johnson finds Harris. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, this is Jordan doing what he does best. Not only does he bang it down, he does it with real major force.
Now here's Simmons. 8 points for him. Outside for Curry, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And Brooklyn making a change here. Green's checked in. Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Durant against Simmons. Kicks it out to Harden. On the wing, Johnson. Over Simmons. KD can't get it to go.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Green. Outside, KD. Over Simmons. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers leading by 4. And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, the quickness by Simmons, breathtaking. So good at blowing by whoever's trying to stay in front of him.
Outside Durant. Down low. And the rejection by Embiid. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Griffin's checked in for the Nets. Bruce Brown comes in for Johnson. Milton kicks to Korkmaz. Bounce pass for Milton. Shoots from 8. A nice shot by Howard.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Harden. But they get it back. Goes back up. And here's Harris from the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Hill. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Harden can't hit.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Howard finds Thibault. Howard. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Harden outside. To the paint, looking to end the run. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Hey, we know Harden can score it, but he also has great vision.
Now, here's Milton. He's covered by Brown. Yes, that goes in. Howard's got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Brown. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Here's Maxey. And so it's Philadelphia going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for those.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. On out there with Harden. And it's Durant. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the four-man position.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Howard can't hit.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Up again, and it's Brown on the follow.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Milton. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin, and it's Johnson in for Kevin Durant. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Simmons finds Curry. Kept alive. And the rebound paying off as they pick up two on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Johnson can't get it to go. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow. Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry. And you're right on that. But these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire, and they've yet to find the match.
Curry's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Simmons against Harden. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
He's done a nice job, a great job, actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
This is it to Claxton. And Curry pulls it down.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
George Hill's checked in for Simmons. And then for Brooklyn, Kevin Durant's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for James Harden.
I tell you, Joel Embiid possesses remarkable talent. I mean, this big guy is graceful and strong. He's a real matchup problem for everybody.
Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well, but so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
Embiid, no good.
Sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Chalk up 2 there. And now just a 3-point 76ers lead.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Nets trail by 5. Irving surveying the floor. The 3 doesn't get it to drop for him. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
It helps when Seth Curry is on the attack. He wants to get as close to the rim as possible.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Pass to Johnson. KD on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Durant's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, such a sweet 3-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the...
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Shake Milton. Shot is out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Simmons. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. For 3, Durant nailed from 3-point land. KD's got 6.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Simmons can't get it to go. Nets trail by 3. And KD throws it down.
You know, why settle for the layup when you're this close? Durant might as well just turn it over and punch it home.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Unable to get that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Nets trail by 3. Harden outside. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The drive by Scott. Brooklyn with the rebound. Outside Durant. There's the lob to Harden.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Here's Simmons. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And stolen by Simmons. Over Harden. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. And it's a 5-point Philadelphia lead.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Pass to KD. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
Now the pass to Johnson, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and it falls over the rim and in. And the 76ers lead by 9. Irving against Hill. Here's the 3. And the Nets miss again.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
On its way from Curry for 2. Offensive rebound. And Embiid is right there.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Irving from long range. Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Hill dishes to Curry. Harris with it. Picked up by Brown. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul. Off the inbound pass. Embiid, the pass to Hill. And stolen by Kyrie Irving.
It's an awkward pass to try to make on the interior. And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Outside Curry. And he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
He's gaining more and more confidence over time from deep. Seth Curry proving he's got touch from out there.
And it's sent back by Hill.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
But they recover it. Left side Curry. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. They shoot again. And the jumper falls for him. Curry's got the lead up to 12 now for Philadelphia.
You know, some players just have a shooter's mentality, and Curry's in that category. Seth has not met a shot he doesn't like, and most of them he takes he can make.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Nets getting the 4th quarter going. Green is out there with Griffin. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. Nets trail by 12. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. And Harden with the stuff.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Scott finds Howard, and the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Kyrie Irving comes in for Jeff Green. And stolen by Jordan. Howard with the steal. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Howard determined to punish the rim and scare off defenders when he gets inside. Watch out now.
And Irving launches it from deep. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Milton. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. And KD's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Down by 12. Irving can't hit.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Here's Scott. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. And the 76ers lead by 14. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Milton. No good on the triple. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And here's Harris from the arc. No good. Shot missing. And Philadelphia the other way now. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And Simmons kicks to Curry. 5 on the clock. Not 3 off the mark.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Simmons with it, guarded now by Durant. Pass to Harris. Over Harden. Offensive rebound outside for Simmons. Curry outside. The shot that time not on target.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And it's off from three-point range. Nets trail by 15. Lobbed up there for Durant. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
Left side, Harris. Pass to Simmons. To the inside. Here's Embiid. Knocked loose. Irving with the steal. Here's Harris. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Boy, guys, once Harris gets a little room to shoot it, he is really sweet. Automatic.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the 76ers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ben Simmons.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
For 3, Harris. The rebound by the Nets.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Harris, no good. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range, 76ers with the new shot clock. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Shoots the 3. Hill pulls it in. Here is Tolliver. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.